Hello and welcome everybody, Farmer Donkey here. We are on our New Hope Pioneer Challenge today. We just rolled into the month of October and notice that our wood chips were pretty full, so we went ahead and loaded up the trailer so we can go ahead and sell those real quick. With it being October, we are going to be... This is the last month that we can go ahead and plant our wheat. So we are going to be doing that this month. Oh wow, we made a decent amount off of the wood chips. Almost 20,000, so can't be mad about that. Oh, look at the deer, look at the deer. But we do have to probably take our eggs down and drop them off real quick. And so I'm going to go do that. I'm going to deliver the eggs to our bakery and the goat milk to our dairy, and probably run some of our cow's milk over to the dairy as well. See if we have any there. But I will catch back up with all of you right after this quick message.
Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
Alright, so we also realized when we were down here that our bottled milk is at the max price to sell for the year. So we're going to go ahead and drop that off real quick. So we got 27,000 liters of bottled milk ready to go to market. So we're just going to run down here real quick. And that's out of both of our dairies. So plenty of good money right here from the milk, I'm hoping. So let's take a look and see just about how much we're going to end up getting from this milk. Stop right here. Take off the straps. There we go. Another good $32,000 payday. That is awesome. We still have to move the milk around. We did end up deactivating our bread production just because we ran out of flour. So we will need a little bit more flour. I don't think we have any at our mill. Thinking about that. No, we are all out of flour. All right, so we can deactivate those two. That way we're not paying for them every month if it's empty. Okay, so let's drop this trailer and grab our... Oh, it does look like our tank trailer is not down here. You know, I think in order to kind of... I think we should get a second tank trailer. Just to make sure that we kind of always have one. And that... We really have 3 farms, and so each farm should end up with their own equipment. That way, we don't have to just run it back and forth. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll run over here to the shop real quick and spend a little bit more money. What do we have? Ooh, there is a versatile on sale. That can go up to 272 horsepower. That's not bad, but that would be all the money that we have at the moment. But we really need a barrel for the milk. So we will get that. That only holds 3,000 liters. And that'd be a lot of trips. Whereas that holds 8,000 liters, and it's 25,000, but I think it'll be worth it for us to go ahead and buy that. Yeah. Because that'll say cut down our trips as far as going to the dairies pretty dramatically. The only thing I don't like about it is got a steering axle, so it's kind of like a dolly setup. I hate trying to back up the trailers with dollies. They never want to behave. But we just have to keep driving forward with it, and then that way we don't have to worry too much about backing it in. So we have our cows up here that I believe have just shy of 8,000 liters of milk. And then we have our buffaloes that are sitting there about 800 liters. So it's not a whole lot of milk. It's not from the buffalo. Buffalo take a little bit to make the milk. And which isn't that bad. I think we might be able to combine. Man, I wonder if I can pull the milk out of that other dairy. We might have to try that. Is we wanted that to just be used for the most part for our goat milk, just because we don't get a ton of goat milk. But let's drive up to here, and I believe this is where we unload. Yep. Okay. Oh. Helps if you hit the right button. That'll get our milk production going again. Then we'll go grab our buffalo milk real quick, and we'll come back. Said I'm not too terribly worried about the bread at the moment, just because I know we're getting pretty close to full, but we don't have anything else to flour-wise to put in it, so we don't really have to worry. And I believe right here is where we fill up. Yep. Okay. Like we got a little bit of manure from our buffalo. 800 liters is not too terribly much. But I don't remember how much it takes to make I think we wanted to do cheese with the buffalo milk. We're doing butter with the goat milk, and then milk with the cow's milk. And then for buffalo milk, I think, yeah, we could make buffalo mozzarella, which it takes 3 to make 2. Okay, so yeah, definitely not enough there to make a pallet of it yet. I know buffalo mozzarella goes for quite a bit, and I think having just a very few amount of buffalo really kind of keeps us from abusing that recipe. Now I'm going to drive over here to our small dairy and see if we can't pull out regular milk with it. Let's see if I pull up here. Can I hit? No. Okay. So it would appear that we need to empty that out regularly. All right. So we will park this trailer up here. Then that'll be ready for when we need to do more milk runs. Did I check to see what we need food-wise for our cattle? They still look good. at the buffalo and plenty of food in the cow barn. So it looks like we got 30 cows there and 30 buffalo there. So we are looking good. And then our chickens and sheep, well, goats, are doing pretty good as well. All right. So we can head back down to the farm and we will start our planting. But man, I hope all of you are doing well today. I had a pretty good day. Managed to meet a lady when I went to the store and got the chance to talk to her, but she was selling paintings that she had made. And a lot of them were very bright and shiny, and we had a chance to talk to her because I noticed one of the paintings that was a little bit more emotional. And she happily shared her story with me on why that painting was that way. And like, we just sat there and talked, and it was kind of amazing to actually just sit there and talk to her and let her get the issues off of her chest. But like, okay, so like the meaning of why I'm telling you guys this is you never know. Like, you never know when stopping and talking to someone can really change their day. But so like the painting, I don't know if you guys know the story of the Alamo. I know if you're from Texas, it's kind of like beat into you in school. But the painting is originally of the Alamo. And she ended up changing it and kind of painting over where she had painted the Alamo and just put the wall of the Alamo after the battle. And so it's very dark, very gloomy. There's still a lot of smoke in the air from the battle. But there's just a little flicker of color in the shape of a few flowers on a vine just creeping over the wall. And I think it's really cool because it's one of those things that you don't really notice all of the great things in life until there's something there that darkens the day, so they're highlighted. Kind of similar to like a rainbow, I would say. Just like you can't have a rainbow without a cloudy, rainy day, right? And but I think some of the most beautiful things come from when you go through a struggle, and you come back from it, and thankfully when we were talking to that lady, she had come back from it. She had gone through a rough patch, and she ended up making the most of it. And now she, as we were talking, and I was telling her about how I volunteer and teach suicide prevention. Well, one of the things that she's always wanted to do is to teach an art class for therapy, like a therapeutic art class. And I think that was very awesome. And so I'm putting her in contact with a couple of people that I know in the area, and hopefully we can get that set up for her, because like it's not only going to be therapeutic for her, but it's going to be therapeutic for the people that she works with. And I think that would be very awesome to see happen. But yeah. Let's see. We were going to plant wheat. So we're going to go ahead and get started planting this wheat. And we will see you guys all once it is planted. I am probably just going to go ahead and knock out a little bit of a time lapse here. So we will see you guys then.
Storms roll in, the sky turns gray, lightning cuts the night away. It feels like the world is falling down, but I won't break, I'll stand my ground. Every shadow, every scar is just a sign of who we are. The storm brings the rain, and the rain makes me grow. Through the thunder and the pain, yeah, I learned to let go. Every tear, every trial lights a path I can follow. Through the dark, I'll be strong. I'm chasing rainbows. Winds may howl, the night gets cold, but I've got fire that won't fold. I'll rise again when the dawn breaks through. Brighter skies are coming soon. Every battle, every fall makes me stronger through it all. The storm brings the rain, and the rain makes me grow. Through the thunder and the pain, yeah, I've learned to let go. Every tear, every trial lights a path I can follow. Through the dark, I'll be strong. I'm chasing rainbows. No fear in the lightning, no fear in the rain. Hope is the color that rises from pain. I'll shine in the sunlight, I'll rise from below. Stronger than ever, I'm chasing rainbows. The storm brings the rain, and the rain makes me grow. Through the thunder and the pain, yeah, I've learned to let go. Every tear, every trial lights a path I can follow. Through the dark, I'll be strong. I'm chasing rainbows. I'm chasing rainbows. I'm chasing rainbows.
All right, so we finished planting, and we got our buddy out there rolling the field real quick. We did end up with only using about 2 of the 4 pallets that we bought for seed. But we're gonna run back over there after we get this tucked away and go grab the seed and put that into our shed for next time we're gonna plant a field. We do want to see if actually let me take a look at our map, because I know, okay, so it does look like the lavender does grow back. So we're gonna run over there and take a look at it real quick once we get this tucked away, and so hopefully it'll tell us about how long it's gonna take for it to grow. So we'll grab our fertilizer sprayer, because we're going to end up having to spray fertilizer on our wheat field. We'll probably do that next month though, just to go ahead and knock it out then. Because we're going to end up having to spray it with herbicide because we direct drilled. So, and let me turn that back on real quick. That way we can see what we got in here currently. Okay, looks like we got 475 liters of liquid fertilizer. I think we got more in our shed. If I can get... come out straight, then turn. There we go. Alright. So let's grab out a little bit more fertilizer real quick. Ooh. Looks like the ground kind of clips through right there. So and we still do have to go collect the bales as well. So we might think we'll take this out there, go grab the trailer, pick up the bales real quick. And then we'll come back and spray. I think that's a plan. We still got, I think, 1 more month till this grass is actually cuttable. I know it looks like it, and it actually is, but we told ourselves that we were going to wait 2 months before we cut it, just because of how we had to reset after. Okay, so let's take a look. It does look like it has weeds. Oh, so it takes... trying to figure out which growth stage it is on here. But yeah. So we'll see if it's either ready, I guess, next month or the month before, or sorry, the month after. So yeah, we do need to go ahead and weed and fertilize this field, and then we'll get those picked up. So we're gonna hop back in the tractor, and then I will see you guys once we get all of the straw bales off the field. So we'll see you guys then. All right, so we got all 18 bales picked up off the field. I think we might hold off spraying the field until, well, at least with herbicide. That way we don't have to keep switching back and forth. So I think we'll spray it with fertilizer. Yeah, I think we'll spray it with fertilizer, and then we'll do the herbicide on both fields next month. So let's see if we can't set up some steering assist real quick. See if I can't do this without my lines this time. But if I remember correctly, last time this took quite a bit of fertilizer. Oh. We will turn it on, and here we go. Okay, it does look like we have plenty going. Plenty of fertilizer coming out here, because it wants a lot of of fertilizer there. So I guess it's kind of similar to grass in a way. You can sell it. I didn't see any productions for lavender, but we do get straw off of it, and it looks like we'll get a maybe 2, maybe 3 harvests per year. See how it looks. Interesting. So looks like it's not fertilizing where I'm driving. I wonder if I need narrow tires in order to properly fertilize this field. Might be something that we look into doing next time we fertilize this field. Put some narrow tires on. Definitely glad then that we're not doing the headland passes on this. Just so we're kind of limiting how much we're driving on this field, because it might actually be kind of damaging these crops, which is weird because of when we like this would be the growth stage just after it being harvested, so you would think that there's not crop destruction on it just yet, but I guess there is. Kind of can see the tracks that I drove when I went and picked up all the bales as well, so it's kind of interesting little pattern. But you know, hey, you learn something new, right? We might end up having to buy some more fertilizer for our wheat, but I guess that will be something that we will look at taking care of in the next episode. We got our wheat planted. I guess we'll also have to look at can we get narrow tires on at least one of our tractors, either the John Deere or the Challenger, to see if we can take care of this field without There we go. Hopefully they got it fixed. Looks like it. But yeah, we used probably used right around 1,000 liters on this field, which isn't too terribly bad. I mean, it's a lot of fertilizer for this small of a field, but it's not too terribly bad. And then after this, we will probably go check on our buddy to see how much closer he is to being done with the rolling. And we'll probably take over and finish that up, because he was nice enough to come out here and help us while we take care of the planting and then our fertilizing. So I think we'll get this set up over here for next month. That way we're ready to jump right into it as soon as the episode starts. And then we'll check on him. And actually, I think we might have some Where is he at? Okay, yeah, it looks like he's just about done. So I think we'll leave the sprayer here. But I believe we have some wood products that are ready to sell. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take our trailer down there, grab up the wood products, and get those sold real quick. And then after that, we can call it an episode. But so I will see you guys here in a second once we gather up all our wood products so we can sell them. All right, so we got as much as we could loaded at the moment. We still got plenty back there that we need to pick up. But we did try to get as much as we could in one trip. Get this all sold real quick. Or at least try to. Might have to make a few trips around. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just one pallet of planks still left on the trailer. But man, we definitely got a good chunk out of what we did just sell. There we go. All right. So we got 2 more pallets of beams and some long planks. But the prefab walls definitely took up a lot of space. But we're just gonna sit here and hopefully we can get everything else out. There we go. We just need to go sell these real quick. If I can back this trailer back up semi-straight. Alright, and hopefully just spin around here. We will run into the little tree. There we go. Now we should be able to get out of here and get the rest of this sold. Need to get a better camera view. Alright. But yeah, so should make a decent amount of money off of selling these wood products real quick. And unfasten our tension belts. We should just bloop and bloop. Alright, so that puts us up at $178,000. So that's not a bad little nest egg that we got there. Yeah, as I said, we are probably going to end up buying some equipment for the other 2 farms. And just try and help out, especially with feeding. That way we don't have to drive a tractor clear down there just to feed. We kind of will have stuff ready over there. Then we also need to start looking into equipment that we're going to use for the olive harvesting, just to see what we're going to have available there when we do plant down the olives. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and leave the episode. Thank you all who have made it this far. Please go ahead and smash that like button for me and consider subscribing. And definitely check out the other creators down in the description below and share the love their way. They're doing some amazing things on their farms that they got going on here. But yeah, so until next time, peace.